What's up guys, Static here, and I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather, but I feel like it's been far too long since I last uploaded a video, so I thought I'd do something a little bit laid back today. Now before I get started, I'd like to quickly thank everyone for being so understanding about the lack of videos recently, and to anyone who was asking, where my video uploads are and where I was, that kind of thing. Firstly, you should probably head over and like my Facebook page and jump onto my website, as I've been telling everyone through those things that I've been sick for the past week or two. Anyway, so onto the video. So we all know that 1.8 is supposedly just around the corner, and to be honest, if I had $1 for every time I heard the phrase, "I'm going to quit Minecraft because of Enderman," I'd be a rich guy. And so with that in mind, I thought I'd do a video on some tips for dealing with and fighting the Enderman. Now, to be honest, Endermen are probably one of the biggest pushovers in the game at the moment. Not only do they take damage from the sun and all the usual places, but they also take damage from water, and let's face it, the stuff's everywhere. Also, they actually drop 0 to 1 Ender Pearls, which, according to the wiki, are items that when held in the inventory halve the attack range of the Enderman. Other than this though, the Ender Pearls don't have any uses. Now, unless you actually look directly at the Enderman, they're not going to attack you. They walk around and do nothing basically, just pick up and put down blocks randomly. If that wasn't easy enough, and you just can't resist staring at the things, you can even put a pumpkin on your head and you'll become effectively invisible to the Enderman. Now, the wiki states that you also need to press F1 to remove your HUD. However, as you'll see in the video, the pumpkin trick works without pressing F1, so when I read this, I thought, perhaps pressing F1 has the same effect as the pumpkins. However, as you'll see here, that's not the case. Pressing F1 really doesn't do anything. Now, the things that people are concerned about with the Enderman are that they are able to move blocks, they can teleport, which basically gives them an infinite reach, and also means that they can attack you from just about any angle, and they do hit quite hard. Now, unfortunately at the moment there's nothing that we can do about the Enderman being able to pick up and place down blocks. At this stage they're able to pick up any block as far as I know, so I'm not even going to touch on that. The teleporting, however, we can deal with. Now, as I said earlier, Endermen can teleport, and this means that they can generally attack you from just about any direction. And a lot of people have been a little bit worried about that. They're sort of worried that when they're fighting an Enderman, they're not going to know where an attack's coming from. However, as you'll see, when the Endermen teleport, they leave behind a particle trail, which actually shows you the general direction that the Endermen are travelling. So 99% of the time, if an Enderman teleports, you're going to know exactly where he's going and you're going to know where to expect him to come from. You are generally able to stop an Enderman dead in his tracks though, by simply staring at him during battle. Even once you've aggroed him to begin with, you can then refreeze him. So although this starts off being a bad thing, meaning that an Enderman attack is imminent, it does end up being quite a large advantage during battle. The only issue is that once you get within a certain distance of an Enderman, they'll generally teleport away. So freezing an Enderman dead in his tracks isn't necessarily a free pass to a king hit. You are still going to need to be quick. Now, if there are any bodies of water around, you can use this to your advantage and get quite an easy kill by luring the Enderman into the water. Generally, if you're far enough away from the Enderman, he's just going to stay in that body of water until he dies. So it's really just as simple as leading an Enderman into the water and waiting for your Ender Pearl. Now, this can also be used defensively. If you jump into the water yourself, when the Enderman comes to attack you, he'll take damage, and generally it'll instantly teleport away. You might want to have your sword handy just in case he doesn't teleport away, but the chances of that happening are pretty slim. And the bonus to this is that, again, all you have to do is sit there and wait until the Enderman dies. If, however, you find yourself somewhere without a whole lot of water, like this desert here for example, you can make use of a bucket of water. Basically just place the bucket of water directly at your feet. You'll be standing in a source block, so you won't move anywhere unless something knocks you into the stream surrounding you. And as the Enderman comes towards you to attack you, he'll take damage. Generally as well, the stream's going to keep him at a far enough away distance that he's not going to instantly teleport away, which means he's just going to keep trying to come at you and going to keep taking damage as he does. One final tip that'll make sure that in the future Endermen are nothing more to you than a minor annoyance is using your bow's new critical hit ability. Now, if you're far enough away from an Enderman, you can hit him by aiming just above his head, which means that you have enough time to charge up your bow for that critical hit without actually causing the Enderman to come charging at you. Now, even if you are close to the Enderman and can't hit him by aiming above his head, remember that aiming directly at him is going to cause him to freeze, and this critical hit will take the Enderman down to around about half health, allowing you to then finish him off either with your sword or with one of the water tricks that I've shown you already. Anyway guys, sorry for the kind of lame video. It's about all I can manage until this damn cough goes away. But I hope you've found something useful in this video, and hopefully Endermen don't seem quite as scary to you anymore. Now you can go back to being afraid of creepers. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.